Oh guys, Butcher Boy Tommy here. I hope you guys are getting excited now, because this patch has just gone peer review. So just gotta wait for the reviewers to do their stuff and then it can be released. So give it time, be patient, but it's a good patch. It's got some big improvements in there. A lot of you guys are only seeing like the outside of it, but behind the scenes there's some really big improvements, such as Modem. He's recreated the whole level generation in the game, which has improved performance a lot as well. Him and Arcus have been working hand in hand. Now this guy does it free, right? He just sits there and he's done this all free in his spare time. So no griefing the new world generation, alright? It's not there for noobs, it's there to help the game, improve it, give you more tools to play with, things like that. Okay? We all know you can build your own tunnels, you can do this, you can do that. That's fair enough. But there is going to be game additives, like game modes and stuff like that, that you might not want to use your world in. You might want to use the new stuff when it gets added, because there's lots of stuff to get added to this new world generation, and it's fantastic, and it has improved performance. That's one of the side effects of the performance improvements, is the fact that it can now have more and more different world generations. Okay, so don't forget, these, a lot of these guys that's creating this stuff are actually doing it for now. So give our grief in them. Okay, now then, one of the things you've been waiting for a long time in this game is doors. Now what you've got to think is, Arcus is not a dictator, he's more of a visionary. Okay, now he could have said when the beginning come, they all want doors, right, I'll give them a door, and there you go, you get a door. It's a generic door like the other games do. They give you something, that's it, that's all you've got, you're stuck with it, that's your door. Arcus has been trying to work out a way of giving you what you want, but also giving you the freedom to make it the way you want. Now that's the power of FortressCraft. You build your world the way you want it. Okay? Arcus gives you the tools, you use them tools the way you want. So if you want a door, Arcus has made it possible for you to have a door, but you make it. It's your door. It's not going to be someone else's door. You're not going to go to 500 other worlds and see your door. The same there. It's going to be your personal design. So that's the power. That's what FortressCraft have got over the other games. It's freedom. It's your artistic expression. Okay, so enough of the waffle. Let's get down to some doors. Hopefully you've seen my last video. Hang fire now. I've arsed up and I've left a few bits on. I've got to leave the other bits on because I can't build without my axe. Now, doors. Hopefully you've seen them in the videos. To open, you press X. To close, you press X again. Alright? Collision works. When they're closed, you kind of get through them. When they're open, you can get through them. So they work like proper doors. Alright? Now you notice I've got my little doodads falling out there. They're coming through. So if I close that door, doodads stop. Think of possibilities. Okay guys? I'll give you a basic tutorial, but you guys should be thinking, right, what can I do with this? Don't think door, think possibilities. The door is just an animation like the rest of the game anyway. So I've just arsed up again. Right. That's because I've got doodads all over the place and I keep getting attached. So doors. Let's show you how to make them. I do apologise, I waffle on like something, alright? It's like bird's eye potato waffles, it's really bad. The first thing you need to do, a door consists of 2 custom blocks. Okay? So when you're building your worlds, take into consideration if you want doors, you will need 2 customs. Alright, now the first custom, I'll show you. Now, I will tell you, the doors are a work in progress. Okay, he's just got the mechanics sorted. Obviously giving you the freedom to build your own door. He's had to do a few bits and bobs, so it is a work in progress. So you will need a chat pad or a keyboard to build a door. Okay, that's the only drawback at the moment. It's not fully implemented into the game because it is still a work in progress for you. Okay, so first thing you need to do, get into your workshop. Okay, now remember this, guys, remember this, invisibles, the workshop cranking up, right? If this ever happens, right, do not panic. All you need to do is lay a block and it rights itself. Okay, that's one of the little behind the scenes fixes. One of the fixes that's come from this, the new generation, stuff like that, is the fact that your workshop will no longer cripple you. You don't have to leave your world. Just pop a block on the floor or somewhere in the workshop. If it goes wrong, and it'll right itself. Okay, now that's a good little point for you guys. Now, so first block you build is called door open. See the name? Door open. Okay, that's what you name it. Now then, doesn't matter what you lay, any block you want, just put one block in your workshop and then call it door open. So remember, guys, it's set, name, space, then door open. Right, now that's the first part of your door. Now that block, once you've laid it, once you've built it, forget about it. Leave it in your custom pile and don't bother with it anymore. Just leave it, forget about it. Okay, because you'll never use that block itself. That is just part of the animation, right? So once you've built that, you need to build next block one. Now this is the power of FortressCraft for you. You create your door. Okay, the only thing you have got to take into consideration is front of the workshop. Never forget, 2 black blocks represent the front of your workshop, right? So it's very important that you get the door aligned correctly, facing the front. Doesn't matter where you build it, okay, as long as you're facing the front of the workshop. Now I've built it right smack bang at the front because that's how it fits me build. Okay, you can build it in the middle, you can build it right at the back. Okay, doesn't have to be 3 thick, it can be the full block thick, it can be 1 block thick. Okay, but I've done it 3 thick because it's a dirty big steel door and it's part of the build. Okay, so that's my door design. Right, my design, I built it, wasn't given to us as generic pattern. I done what I did what I wanted. Right, so I built the door. Okay, now notice the door square. When it's built and you've named it, that's what it looks like. It stretches 2 blocks. Okay, so remember that when you're designing your door, check your preview. Okay, basically place a block in your workshop before you start and call it door swing. Okay, remember, guys, set name, door swing. Right, that's the door block you use in your build. That's what you call it. So once you've done that, that will open it up in the preview for you. Right, so when you're building it, you can check the preview and make sure it looks the way you want it to. Okay, so that's the design I've done. Pretty basic, nothing fancy. Okay, remember though, it's your door, you design it anyway. You can have door handle in there. Okay, door handle. can have your hinges. Put hinges in. Hinges. Or representation of hinges. Have your locking mechanism at the side. You know, just little details to make it better. You can have, you know, little windows. Pop a couple of windows in. Hey, you design your door the way you want. And there you go. So that's built. Stretched up the 2 blocks. Now we're going to have a look at it and see what it looks like. So you built your door, you laid. Okay, there you go. So notice I built it right at the front of the workshop, so it's flush with a block. If I built it 2 in, as you can see, it would have left a little gap there. So you can, you know, you can if you want a little door stencil, you can have it that way. Okay, so that's your door. Now to open, obviously X, to close X. Collision's on, can't get through. Okay, but remember, it works like the big command, so the collision is only on the bottom block, right? So, as you can see here, I've built a bridge. Okay. Now, if I walked across that bridge now, I would fall through it because that top block's, it's invisible. Right? There's nothing there, no collision. So what I've done is, I've built another block and I've called it invisible. Right, so if we go to the workshop, there you go, that block there, I've named it invisible. Right, and what I've done there is, see that? That's the door collision, so I can fall through it. Put me invisible block. So now you've got full collision all the way. And then if you go like that, if you walk across without your jetpack, you will fall through. So that's a bridge. Alright? But just think, don't think doors, when you get these, they are doors, you can use them as doors. But think of other uses for them as well. Okay, ventilation, things like that. Only drawback is at the moment you only get 1 door model. Okay, you make it the way you want, but you can only have 1. So if you're planning your world to have ventilation shafts, doors, windows, shutters, stuff like that, when you design the door, you'll have to design it in a particular way that it looks good no matter what it does. Okay, so there you go, there's a possible use for doors. The other thing I do is obviously a door surround. You can have the usual, just build normal blocks, stick your door in. You've got your normal blocks with your door in, or you can build your fancy door surrounds. Okay, this block here is just one of the, you know, I made the clock, same sort of design. Basically 4 2 1 2 4, fill it right in any way you want. Give it the big command, so I've called that block big. Alright, obviously I've laid it so it lays in a circle, and then with it being big, you get a cross in the center with no collision. Okay, so then you can add stuff like windows, your door in. Got a nice little door. Okay, so think of the possibilities, guys. I'll bring you some more tutorials because there's a couple of that new things in there, and hopefully I'll be able to cover them. But that's your doors, so won't be long before you guys get this and you can play all the new stuff. Okay, keep smelling now. Thanks for watching. Ta-da.